An unexpected trade involving the Los Angeles Chargers has just been confirmed, and nobody expected it. The name of this deal will leave you speechless. I managed to access exclusive behind-the-scenes information, and now I'm going to reveal the real reasons behind this shocking decision. But first, if you're a Chargers fan and want to be in the know before everyone else, like and subscribe to the channel. What I'm about to tell you will surprise you, so stay with me until the end. Expectations were high, and now it's official. The name of Trey Lance, quarterback of the Los Angeles Chargers, has started to gain traction in NFL trade speculation. Although he took a back seat due to the unbeatable presence of Justin Herbert as the undisputed starter, Lance's preseason brought a wave of optimism regarding his future. Under Jim Harbaugh's command, Lance seems to have found his comfort zone and even earned the backup spot on the team. In each practice, he demonstrated a potential that the Chargers couldn't ignore. Now, with the trade deadline approaching, the big question is Trey Lance's fate with the Chargers about to change? The team is clearly satisfied with its current lineup, with Justin Herbert as the starting quarterback and rookie DJ Uiagalelei serving as the emergency third quarterback. However, with recent moves and growing behind-the-scenes buzz, it seems Lance's position may be in play. Several teams, particularly the Miami Dolphins, have shown interest in the player. The Florida team, looking to resolve the future of Tua Tagovailoa, is considering Lance as a viable option. It's worth remembering that the Dolphins' current head coach, Mike McDaniel, was the offensive coordinator for the 49ers when Lance was drafted in 2021. This connection could be crucial for a potential trade. With Tagovailoa's future at risk due to injuries and inconsistent performance, the Dolphins could see Lance as an opportunity to start fresh with a young and promising quarterback. The trade could even involve a late-round pick, which would be an advantageous deal for the Chargers. The Chargers could use this pick to strengthen other areas of the team. After all, if Herbert gets injured, the team would be in a complicated situation. Although the idea of releasing Lance might seem like a risky trade at first glance, the Chargers management has shown skill in transforming lower-round picks into valuable players. Thus, what initially seems like a risk can actually be a strategic and advantageous move for everyone involved. Now, let's talk about another major challenge faced by the Los Angeles Chargers this season: the offensive line. The team has experienced a real roller coaster of problems in this area, which has generated considerable concern. One of the biggest losses was the injury to Rashawn Slater, one of the team's elite tackles, who missed the season due to a ruptured patellar tendon. With Slater absent, the responsibility fell on other players, such as Trey Pipkins III and Bobby Hart, who were called upon to take over the starting position. However, these players failed to deliver the expected performance, resulting in an unstable offensive line and difficulties in protecting quarterback Justin Herbert and creating space for the running game. Joe Alt, on the other hand, has been one of the best players on that line, but he has also suffered from injuries. The young tackle missed 3 games due to an ankle injury, but recovered in time to play in the Chargers' victory against the Minnesota Vikings in Week 8, where he had a solid performance. Despite his return, the Chargers' offensive line remains a weak point, and apart from Alt, the situation hasn't improved much. The signing of Mekhi Becton as a free agent, who promised to help strengthen the team, has not lived up to expectations, and the defensive tackle duo of Zion Johnson and Bradley Bozeman have also not been effective in their roles. These players have been below expectations, which has generated frustration among both fans and the coaching staff. The depth of the roster, composed of reserves like Jamari Salyer, Austin Deculus, and Foster Sarrell, is also a cause for concern. When called upon, these players have not been able to compensate for the deficiencies of the starting line, which further compromises quarterback protection and performance. The Chargers' offensive strategy is weakening. If nothing changes, the Chargers could face serious problems competing with the league's best teams, especially in the most decisive matchups. Faced with this scenario, the Chargers were forced to seek reinforcements before the NFL trade deadline. That's when an interesting name emerged: Evan Neal of the New York Giants. Neal, who was chosen as the 7th overall pick in the 2022 draft, has yet to establish himself as a key player. Neal is a starter in New York, but his talent is undeniable. During his college career, Neal stood out as one of the best tackles in the country, but the transition to the NFL has been more difficult than expected. After some difficulties at the tackle position, the Giants decided to move him back to guard during this year's training camp. However, he hasn't had the opportunity to show his potential in this new role, as he hasn't participated in any official games this season. Although Neal isn't the ideal solution for all the Chargers' offensive line problems, he represents a good option to add depth to the roster. He's still young, has a lot of potential to develop, and, if placed in the right position, could become a valuable piece for the offensive line. The trade would only involve a late-round pick, which represents minimal risk for the Chargers. For a team that has faced so many difficulties on the offensive line, this is a trade worth considering. If Neal can improve and adapt to the Los Angeles Angeles scheme, he could become a key piece in protecting Herbert and improving the running game, helping the team achieve its playoff goals and even a possible title run. To complete the picture of the Los Angeles Chargers' needs this season, one area that still needs significant reinforcements is the offensive line, which has struggled throughout the year. Although rookie Omarion Hampton is close to returning to the field, the need for a reliable second option in the backfield has become increasingly urgent. With the inconsistent performance of some players and the lack of depth, the Chargers know they can't move forward, hoping that Hampton alone will solve the problems. In this scenario, veteran running back Aaron Jones of the Minnesota Vikings could be the key to solving this issue. In 2022, Jones had a standout season, surpassing 1,100 rushing yards and scoring 5 touchdowns. However, 2023 has been a year of ups and downs for the player, with injuries limiting his participation and performance. This has created a situation where his departure from Minnesota seems increasingly imminent. His experience and skill are exactly what the Chargers need in the backfield, especially in a season where the team is looking to secure a playoff spot. The big challenge for the Chargers is that the available salary cap space for 2025 is around $3 million, which requires them to manage their finances to make the signing of a veteran like Jones viable. The possibility of adding such a high-quality running back to the team is tempting, but it will only be possible if management finds creative ways to adjust the budget without compromising other areas of the team. However, considering the importance of strengthening the backfield, this move seems increasingly necessary. Jones has valuable experience and an additional skill that could be a great asset for the Chargers. He also excels in the passing game. Throughout his 6 seasons in the NFL, he has had over 30 receptions on multiple occasions, showing that he is not only a threat in the running game, but also an important piece in the passing game. For a team like the Chargers, with Justin Herbert leading the offense and several receiving options, adding a running back who can be a threat in both the running and passing game would be a real advantage. This would create even more confusion for opposing defenses, as they would have to deal with another dynamic threat in the Chargers' offensive game. This addition could transform the Chargers into an even more complete and balanced team, with more weapons on offense. By reinforcing the offensive line and adding a quality piece like Aaron Jones, the team would not only improve its efficiency, but also be better prepared for a deep run in the playoffs. The Chargers know they need more pieces to reach the elite level of the NFL, and if they are successful in acquiring Jones, they could be a difficult team to stop in the upcoming games. Be sure to follow all the moves of the Los Angeles Chargers before the trade deadline. The team is looking to strengthen its strategic positions to ensure a stronger and more competitive season. If you're a Chargers fan, don't miss any updates on trades and reinforcements. Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video to stay up to date on everything happening with the Bolts. Go Chargers!